Hi and welcome back to the next episode of Why I Quitted Battlefield. And today I want to talk about the class balance in Battlefield 6. For me, the class system has always been one of the most important reasons why Battlefield was so special. Each class had a clear role, and it was precisely the interplay that made matches exciting and tactical. Today, however, I increasingly feel that this system is no longer working properly. What has particularly struck me in recent months is that in many matches the majority of players are engineers. When I look at scoreboards or simply pay attention to which classes my teammates are playing, I often see that around 65 to 80% of players are using the engineer class. In some rounds, I even got the impression that almost the entire team consists out of engineers, especially on large maps or in modes with vehicles. It seems as if there are hardly any other roles left. I can show you some statistics of the last, 12 rounds I played in Escalation and Conquest, and I made a statistic for it. I will show it on screen right now, so you can check it out for yourself. I think you have the same problem as I encountered. For me, this confirms that there is something fundamentally gone wrong in the balance department. While engineer dominates, I see assault, recon, and especially support much less frequently. Support players, who used to be an important part of the team play, have almost disappeared for me completely. Recon is also only represented sporadically in many matches, and if there are snipers on your team, they used to hang out in the back and do challenges, but not really support their role while using the drone, or if they're using the drone to spot enemies, they do it for a challenge and not frequently in every game, or mark enemy vehicles with the SOFLAM or something. That's not working, and that's not really the thing that happens if somebody's playing a recon. For me, this leads to many matches seeming very one-sided. I used to feel that every class appeared regularly and that there were different playstyles for each class. Today, the gameplay seems much more homogeneous and less variated. One of the reasons why I think this is like that is because every class has access to every single weapon type. So for example, as an engineer you can use a machine gun or a sniper rifle or whatever you want to use, and that's one of the reasons that you don't choose a different class than the engineer class. A big problem for me is that the clear distribution of roles has been lost. I used to know exactly who repairs vehicles, who gives ammunition, who heals, who clarifies positions and spots enemies. Today, I often feel that these roles have lost their significance. Many players focus almost exclusively on using anti-vehicle options. As a result, other tasks fade into the background. If you're going so far, you have all the weapons you want to choose as an engineer. For example, you want a sniper rifle, but in addition you have a rocket launcher for you. So why would you use the class that hasn't the rocket launcher and the sniper rifle? So yeah, for me this takes away an important part of strategic depth of gameplay that Battlefield 6 was known for. The class system used to be the basis for teamplay. You had to complement each other to be successful. Today I often feel that teamplay has become significantly less important. When almost everyone plays engineers, the following are missing: medics to keep the team alive, support players who supply ammunition, and raccoon players that gather information. This creates gameplay that is more focused on individual action than cooperation. Another effect that I noticed clearly is the extreme focus of anti-vehicle gameplay. Many players choose engineers because this class currently has the strongest options against vehicles. This means that vehicles are constantly under pressure. Even when I'm playing in a tank or helicopter, I often feel like I'm being attacked by several engineers at once. For me, this further increases the problems in vehicle gameplay. Due to the high number of engineers, I often feel constantly counted as a vehicle player. No matter how well I play or how careful I am, there are always several players with rockets, mines or anti-vehicle options nearby. This leads to a feeling of frustration for me, because there are hardly any situation in which vehicles can really be effective. Even good positioning or experience only helps to a limited extent when the entire lobby is geared towards anti-vehicle play. And that's leading to vehicles hanging out in the back or in the spawn, shooting out of the spawn on across the map to get like 1 or 2 kills in a whole match, because if they drive out of safety, they will get annihilated instantly. Even in the spawn you aren't safe, but it's the only option you might want to choose from, or you hang out somewhere mostly on the outskirts of a map to be safe from all these rocket spams. For me, the biggest problem is that the class system loses its meaning as a result. When one class clearly dominates and others are hardly used anymore, gameplay is no longer balanced. I used to feel that every class made an important contribution. Today, it often seems as if there is only one meta class, while the rest are hardly relevant. For me, this takes away another part of Battlefield's identity, and it makes matches less varied. For me, the disrupted class balance is one of the main reasons why Battlefield currently feels less tactical and less unique. I would like to see all classes have a clear and important role again, so that teamplay and combined arms are back in the spotlight, because it was precisely this interplay between classes that made Battlefield so special to me in the past. And that's it for today. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you think I'm on the right track, or if I imagine that, or let me know what you think about it, and I will proceed with the next topics I don't like in Battlefield 6. Bye.